Hey, what's up, everybody? Hammerheart Metal Reviews here once again, and today we're doing a brand new album review for you. We are going to be talking about Triumpher with their brand new album, Spirit Invictus. So this album doesn't actually release until the end of the month, October 25th, but I was able to catch the early stream over on New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Full Albums YouTube channel. It's been up for about a week, giving us all the opportunity to check out the album almost a full month in advance. And yeah, this is one that you definitely need to go check out. This is the Sophomore album by Triumpher. If you're unfamiliar with them, they are a Greek band that plays a very unique style of epic, heavy power metal. Like I said, their debut album, Storming the Walls, actually just came out last year in 2023, and it made quite the splash, was very well received. It actually made my year-end list last year. I absolutely loved it. And the fact that they're back like a year and a half later with a brand new album already, sometimes it's hard to live up to the hype of what the debut did, but I think they honestly have even topped their debut here. This album, it hits a little bit harder. It hits a little bit more immediately, at least in my opinion. The sound has matured a little bit, and it's just full of absolutely killer tracks. The music is powered by the strong vocals of Mars Triumph. He just commands these songs, very reminiscent of Eric Adams of Manowar. You're going to hear a lot of comparisons to him when you hear about this band because his voice just has a very similar timbre to it, and he hits some of those same high notes. Obviously, Manowar's got to be one of their main influences here. But I will say, while he does sound like Eric Adams quite a bit, he also adds some ferocity with some rougher registers in there as well and gives the music this harder edge. And yes, it's epic heavy metal, but they bring in these elements of black metal as well, at least with the guitar riffs, where they bring in these tremolo style riffs. Think of like the epic era of, say, a band like Immortal, but instead of black metal vocals, you've got powerful Manowar-esque vocals, and just this combination of epic heavy metal with black metal style riffing. You don't get that too often, and they really do it well here. I think this is easily going to go down as one of the best like traditional heavy metal albums of the year. And I would say, even if you're not hugely into like classic heavy metal, there's going to be something here for you just with the style of riffs and the aggressiveness, like the aggressive nature of these songs. So even if you typically don't go towards this genre, go give this a listen anyways, because I think there's going to be something for you. The cover art here is great. The vocalist actually does the cover as well, and just as a whole, like, this is musically very proficient. It's full of great riffs. I'm not just going to talk about the vocals here. The rest of the band does not miss a beat here either. Great ripping solos and just full of sing-alongable choruses. This is a goddamn epic album, and I love every second of it. It's 8 tracks. It's about 40 minutes long, which I think is the perfect length for this type of music. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the songs here, and then I'll close it off with my thoughts on the album as a whole at the end. So it kicks off with a little intro overture to Elysian. It's just an appropriate way to start the album, just kind of a slow build up, and it builds your anticipation for the first like real track, if you will, with some epic chanting, and then all of a sudden it explodes into Arrival of the Avenger. If you've never heard this band before, go check out this song. It might be a good way to just get a taste of what they're all about, because it's fucking great. It just, like I said, explodes right out of the gate with this great riff and aggressive drumming, and then the vocals just come in to blow you away. It's got this nice mix of like the high-pitched wails and some more aggressive, like rougher register singing as well, and it brings in a nice melodic solo partway through the song as well to really show you that they can also play their instruments. It's not just all about the vocals. They really know how to construct a good song, and you are going to be singing along. So many of these songs are just stuck in my head. I bring power and total death. Piles of skulls, mountains of slain. Don't listen to me sing it. Go listen to the fucking song and hear the great vocals, because I suck. But go listen to it and you will be singing along. All these songs are stuck in my head, but yeah, it's just fucking great. After that, it goes into Athena, first chapter. This one's more of a mid-paced, like tremolo style riff to start out the song. And like I mentioned earlier, like this style of riff wouldn't be out of place on a black metal album. So like you hear that, And it's very unique that they bring in this black metal style riffing into their epic heavy metal, and it just develops into this nice galloping riff with more melodic lead work. And yeah, it's just got this really marching pace into another sing-alongable chorus where you are going to be pumping your fist, Athena, Athena. Like, this is only a couple songs into this album, and already I'm in heavy metal heaven. This is just top-notch stuff, top-tier material. Features another great solo. The band is just really firing in all cylinders here. Great way to kick off the album with this 1-2 punch of the first couple songs. After that, it goes into the title track, Spirit Invictus. I just absolutely love the riffing at the beginning of this song as well. There's lots of changes of pace throughout this song, and it's just got really high energy. I love the vibe. And guess what? Another killer infectious chorus as well. I'm not going to keep singing all of them because that will just drive you guys crazy. Go listen to the actual infectious choruses that you will sing along to. And yeah, just more guitar wizardry with great solos. The vocalist hits some really great high notes throughout this song as well. Another top-notch song. After that, it switches up the mood a little bit with the song Alexander. This one has more of a brooding or menacing tone. It adds in these layered vocals, kind of with spoken word and singing at the same time. It just really gives it this ominous vibe. And he does a lot of oh, which just, yeah, it's so Man-O-War-ish, but I love it. He's got this great part with the slow tremolo riffing, and the double kicks are just going crazy. All in all, another great song. After that, kind of switches gears once again with the song Shores of Marathon. I love the opening riff here. Brings in some more of those black metal influences, and it's got this really nice build-up where the vocals just really take center stage and shine once again. It does kind of go into a spoken word section about halfway through the song and then kind of repeats the same formation throughout, but it really just sucks you in with that song structure. Really well put together song. After that, it goes to the band's title track, Triumpher. I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but guess what? The riffs, amazing. The vocals, amazing. The songwriting here just fills me with such joy. These riffs just make me bang my head and puts a smile on my face. The little bit of black metal influence in there, it just works so damn well. We are Triumpher! Fuck. This song probably has the best solo on the album, at least in my opinion. Almost every one of these songs features a great solo, but this one's one of my favorite. Just fucking great. Then it goes into the closing track, Hall of 1,000 Storms. An absolutely great closer, almost bringing in some epic Bathory-isms, if you will, into their style. And to wrap up the album, it just leaves you wanting more. Like I said, it's only 8 tracks, 40 minutes. As soon as it's done, I'm I want to listen to this again. I'm just instantly pressing play and starting this album again. It's just super infectious from start to finish, and it's just killer stuff. So, now that I've gone through all the songs, this is where I usually provide a little bit of criticism or nitpick some things here and there. But honestly, I don't have anything to complain about here. I love everything. Well done, Triumpher. That's all I really have to say. I love the songwriting. I love the production. I love the musicianship, the vocals, the execution. Everything here is top notch. I loved their debut, and I think this built upon that foundation and improved in almost every way. This style is one that I can easily back, I can easily get behind, and I just absolutely love it. You may wonder, every album I review lately is something I'm just gushing about, but that's just kind of what I like to do on this channel. I'm not going to sit here and pluck an album that I thought was okay and talk to you about it for 10 minutes, because I don't really see the point of that. I want to talk about albums that I'm passionate about, that have really caught my ear, and this one is that. So yeah, I'm going to score this very well. I was debating, is this a 9 out of 10? I think it might be better. I'm going to give this 9.5 out of 10. I'm just absolutely loving it. You're probably going to see this on my year-end list very high because I'm absolutely digging it a ton. There's been so many great albums this year, but this one is just going to be one of my favorites easily. I think it's just got the style and everything that I love. I'm running out of words to describe how good this album is. So if anything I just said sounds like it might be up your alley, strongly suggest that you go check this album out. So anyways, just my opinions as usual. If you don't like the album, more power to you, but your opinion's wrong, my opinion's right. Of course, right? That's just how this goes. Just joking. all kidding aside, go listen to this album. Let me know your thoughts on it down below. And until next time, I'm Heart Metal Reviews.